Hello, Glendale. I'm Meg Keller.
And I'm Luke Miller, and you're watching the 7th episode of the Glendale 411.
Teen pregnancy is something that affects more kids at Glendale than the student body is aware of.
Caitlin West and Michaela Injamim talked to a former student and a current teacher to explore the differences in their experiences.
So I kind of already knew I was pregnant. I just kind of had that gut feeling, but I just denied it and I didn't want to take a test. I was just kind of hoping to get my period, but it was a Friday morning before school. I went to go buy a test, and then Saturday morning, the next morning, I took it and it came out positive. My reaction was I started crying, bawling. I was thinking my mom's gonna kill me. I'm gonna hide this pregnancy. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna hide it. But I ended up telling her that night over text message.
According to the CDC, in 2015, approximately 230,000 girls ages 15 to 19 gave birth. Despite this being a 9% drop since 2007, the numbers are still alarming.
I am 20 weeks along, which is halfway there as far as getting to the end of this pregnancy. For this baby, I was really excited because she was planned. For my first baby, she was a honeymoon baby, not planned, and due to other previous pregnancy complications, I really didn't know if I could even have kids. So the first one was shock, surprise, but excitement.
It's pretty terrible. I told her over text message, but everybody kind of reacted as we didn't expect this to come from our little girl, but we'll get through it. I hid it until I was about 6 months pregnant. From my few best friends, I didn't hide it, but they were kind of shocked, and they said, you're having this baby, don't think anything else about, aborting it or anything. And they're really supportive. They didn't tell anybody. There was a couple people that questioned it, and I just I don't know what you're talking about. And then when I came out, they're like, yeah, I knew you were pregnant. But everyone was like, congratulations. I didn't really get any negative views besides dirty looks in the hallway when I got bigger, and teachers would feel bad for me.
Becoming a parent at such a young age places a huge strain on a person. The disadvantages of a teenager are vast.
I don't think at any age you're ready to be a parent. It is the #1 hardest job I've ever done in my life, with the least amount of guidance or instruction or information in how to do it right. But I know it would definitely be 10 times more scary if I were in high school versus teaching high school with a secure job, a spouse that supports me both emotionally, mentally, financially, someone that's supportive at home with our other child, and family that's really supportive. It takes, when they say it takes a village to raise one child, it takes more than that.
Sources show a child of a teen mother is 22% more likely to become a teenage parent themselves.
My mom was actually a teen mom, and she went to Glendale and she dropped out. So I was really scared about telling her and dropping out and losing everything that I had and quitting sports. So I lost a lot of friends, during my pregnancy. They're like, I'm going to totally come see you at the baby shower, come see you in the hospital. I'm going to be there when your son's born, but they didn't show up. I only have 2 or 3 close friends, and that's okay with me.
That's a really tough subject, this whole sex education and whose responsibility it is to teach teenagers, because there are parents that take it upon themselves to really inform their kids and make sure they know what they need to know in order to make responsible choices, regardless of the choice. And so as a school teacher, I feel like it's the parent's responsibility, but sometimes it's scary as a parent. Everything's scary as a parent, but sometimes it's scary as a parent to sit down and have that conversation. And it would be nice if the school stepped in, and there are schools that step in too much sometimes that parents aren't happy with. And so it is the whole sex education topic, I think, is a very delicate issue that I think schools have to take a responsibility for, parents have to take a responsibility for, and students have to take a responsibility for if their actions include any type of activity where they're going to need to be safe.
Get up out of your desk and get a hands-on education at the OTC Career Center for high school juniors and seniors. There are 19 career paths to choose from, and it's free. Students earn college credit and they're prepared to get a job when they graduate. A hands-on education that helps you get a job or a jump start on college is what makes the OTC Career Center a unique high school experience. Talk to your high school counselor or visit otc.edu/career center to learn more.
Missouri State has produced a student-run primetime television show called Show Me Chefs.
Mariah Carrico and Angela Durand investigate.
2 chefs, 3 rounds, a basket of mystery ingredients, and $3,000 on the line.
Show Me Chefs is a local reality cooking competition show. We shoot it here in Springfield, Missouri, and we get chefs from all over Springfield and the Ozarks, so people from Tower Club. In season 1 we had Aviary on Avanzari, and we just have them compete almost like Chop style with local food producer baskets. So Mama Jean's gives us food, the local natural market, and then we go to the farmer's market and we get products from them like meat, produce, specialty items like caramel, and we just make them compete and make cool dishes. Show Me Chefs was an idea from 319 Event Center where we shot a web series there, and that's where we shoot Show Me Chefs now. And they came to us with the idea of some sort of cooking competition show. And this was like right up our alley because we are a television production here at Missouri State. And so a few students and Dr. Larson and 319, we all developed how we wanted Show Me Chefs to be, the rounds, competition, with how we wanted to get the food for the show. And then we shot the first season, and then we built on that for a second season.
Chefs, you will have 35 minutes to complete your entrees. Your time starts now.
It is a Missouri State production. It's a whole student crew, and then we have Dr. Larson. She's our executive producer, and she runs the show. The casting process for the chefs is we have to go pitch it to the chefs because season 1, nobody really knew what it was, so we had to go sell them the idea of it. It's been a really great opportunity, Show Me Chefs, for so many students because we take people from freshmen through grad students, and it's just this instructional scaffolding where everyone kind of has a job, and you kind of every year you can build up and get a better job and learn more. So you're really getting a well-rounded education. Not everyone can say they worked on a television show in college, like something that aired broadcast locally. Like anybody can make a short film, anybody can make a web series these days, but to have a show actually be on television is a big thing. Season 3 will air sometime fall of 2017. Season 2 is currently airing right now.
To see full episodes or find more information, watch every Sunday on KOZL at 6 p.m. or go to showmechefs.net.
The Glendale boys swim team just finished this season with great times at their championship meet.
Audrey Mason and I have the results. Glendale Swim and Dive has been a growing program throughout the years that several students have participated in.
I think kids just like the challenge. They like the challenge of me versus the clock, and that's what I get to see. And you usually see results pretty quickly as you first learn or start to get in shape.
I started swimming when I was 3 years old.
I started swimming when I was 5 years old.
I like swimming because obviously I'm meeting a lot of new people, and I just make really good friends through it because you're with that group of people a lot, and it keeps me in really good shape, and it's really good for your body. And I keep doing it because I enjoy the aspect of competition. I think it's really fun to race against other people, even if they're a lot older than you.
I keep swimming because I like it, and it keeps me in shape.
Well, Steve prepared us for the end of the season by just helping us and telling us what we needed to do to get ready, giving us where we needed to go, getting everything prepared for us, and just encouraging us through the whole season on what we needed to do better, what we needed to work on, and that we're just doing a great job in general.
He made me work hard, and he fixed some of my technique and stuff, and we worked on starts.
The last part of getting ready for state is we start to rest, and we call it taper, and so we start to do a lot more sprinting, a lot more rest time within practice. Relays, 200 medley relay, finished 15th overall. Individuals who placed, Cole Earl in diving finished 3rd. Overall, we were 20th as a team.
I got 9th in the 200 freestyle, and I got 10th in the 100 breaststroke.
In the 50 free, I placed 30th, and in the 100 free, I placed 27th.
I grew close to the team this year by team dinners and just being at practice with each other.
I grew close to my team basically through everything, because we're together every day. Some days we're together for 5.5 hours, other days just 2. But, when you're with that group of people so much, then you just get close to all of them and become really good friends.
After state, the team was proud of their results overall. They ended their season with some of their best times and were happy with how their season turned out. A new store in the Battlefield Mall caters to those who enjoy the outdoors in the Ozarks.
Trip Horsey and Ethan Pennington have the details.
Gearhead is a new and popular store in the Battlefield Mall. They house a large variety of clothing from brands such as Fayetteville, Patagonia, and Rock Monkey Outfitters.
Gearhead is a specialty outdoor retailer. We specialize in outdoor apparel and gear. We strive to, through our deep expertise and our excellent customer service, we try to inspire other people to live active and healthy lifestyles. We started in Arkansas, in Jonesboro, Arkansas. The founder, Ted Herkett, back in 1997, started out of his friend's living room, selling like used gear and stuff like that. It took off pretty well, so he soon moved into like a 400 square foot building, and that went really well. And then he moved to downtown Jonesboro and helped kind of, begin the revitalization of that area. It started out as a bike shop and gear shop. Over the years, it's evolved to a little bit more apparel. The bike shop split off, and we have a cycle house and the outfitters side. That's in Jonesboro as well. We have a total of 10 outfitters and 1 cycle house now, and this is our first one in Missouri.
Although Gearhead is new, they have been growing very well.
We expect Gearhead to grow pretty well, especially in this market. So far, it's been doing really, really well. We're a small company. Our marketing budget isn't that big, so we haven't done hardly any advertising. We just kind of open the doors and try to see how it goes. I expect that it'll continue to grow and be one of our best stores. As far as for the company as a whole, I think there's definitely a lot more stores in our future in different markets to be open. Gearhead decided to move to Springfield because it just seemed like the right time. Geographically, we have stores that are fairly close in northwest Arkansas, so for logistic reasons, it makes sense to get product back and forth a little bit easier than say if we just went up to Kansas City. It seemed like a lot of people in the area were really into hiking, and it's at the base of the Ozarks, so it's geographically, the type of people here and the population size just seemed to make sense.
Glendale students fondly remember their elementary and middle school buildings.
Maddie Jones and I tell you why these buildings may look different in the future. Springfield Public School officials are currently in the process of establishing a plan to redevelop all of the schools within the R12 district. Officials are referring to this plan as the Facility Master Plan.
The Facility Master Plan will provide appropriate learning environments for our students throughout the district.
The Master Plan is still in the early phases of development. Officials are giving members of the SPS community time to provide their input on the proposed plans for the new buildings. Community members had several opportunities to attend community input meetings where board members spoke with interested or concerned SPS community members.
Currently, the Board of Education is seeking input from community members that include parents and patrons and staff members and even students.
Members of the Board of Education believe that if the renovations proposed are put into effect, they will provide students with improved learning opportunities.
For SPS students, we will have spaces that will be appropriately maintained. They will provide learning environments that are conducive for the work that is being done in the classrooms each day.
SPS officials estimate that the proposed changes will cost upwards of $315 million. They claim that this would raise each Springfield citizen's taxes by $40 to $50 a year. Interested viewers can visit the Springfield Public Schools website to learn more information and provide their feedback about the master plan.
To go back and forth different styles to the trends of teaching. Right. And that's right.
At the board meeting on November 15th, the SPS School Board voted for option 2 of the Facility Master Plan.
Visit the Springfield Public Schools website for more details.
Thanks for watching the Glendale 411.
Don't forget to subscribe and check out our channel for more content.
Signing out, I'm Meg Keller.
And I'm Luke Miller.